Hello, my dearest students. Today's lecture will include two main parts. The first part will be about abbreviations. Okay? Then we will have a second part about some very important academic vocabulary. So let's start with the first part about, as I said before, abbreviations. You'll find the very important lesson in your book, page 175, okay, starting from 175. As you know, we have several types of abbreviations, okay? So abbreviations take the form of shortened words, acronyms, or other abbreviations, as you know. So shortened words are often used without being aware of the original forms, okay? But we still use them. For example, in modern English, you have the word fridge, okay? Which is, or it can be considered as abbreviation for the word refrigerator. But as you know, refrigerators is still better in written English than the informal word fridge. Then we will shift to the second type of abbreviation, which is acronyms, are made up of the initial letters, okay, of a name or phrase. We have example here, which is AIDS, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. They are pronounced as one word, okay? But as I just mentioned a few seconds before, it's like a combination of initial letters, okay, of a complete phrase. The third type of abbreviation is, as you know, some other abbreviations like they include names of countries, maybe organizations, companies, okay? So we have USA, BBC, etc. We have some abbreviations, very important abbreviations related to written English. So we have some common abbreviations, okay? They are very, very important. Also, note that in many cases, abbreviations are widely used without most users knowing what the individual letters stand for. For example, we have DNA, DVD, okay, etc. Punctuation too plays a very important part or role in, clarifying that we have a definite abbreviation. So there are many standard abbreviations that have a full stop after them to show that it's a shortened form. Like LT, full stop, equals leader. Other examples maybe are, we have some other examples, like what? Like gov, which means government, company, whatever, we have some other abbreviations like PPC, okay? And sometimes with acronyms, especially when we are using acronyms and other abbreviations, there is no standard pattern for using follow steps, so post PPC with and without follow steps are used. And there is, however, a tendency to use follow steps less, okay? Then in the same third page, we have abbreviations in writing, which are highly important. So we have some certain abbreviations that are found in all types of academic writing, because we are tackling academic writing, okay? They are very, very important to you. Fourth page related to the same lesson, which is abbreviations. We have practice, and you have to solve practice explains abbreviations in the following sentences. Sentence P, C, D, I, J, K, and L. Okay. Again, I can read them to you, no problem. Even without asking me to do it, I'm ready. GM technology, starting with B. GM technology is leading to advance in many fields, e.g. forestry. C. The world's most populous country, i.e. China, joined the WTO in 2001. D. And B. CVs must be submitted to HR by 30 June. I. The VC is meeting the PGCE students. J. Director of PR required salary approx $75,000. K. Re the AGM or RE. Okay, the AGM. Next month, the report is needed as soon as possible, ASAP. Prof. Warren claimed that the quality of MSc and MA research was falling. Okay, so we have reached the end of the first part of our lecture. We have to move to the second part, which also a very significant and important to you. I mean, it's highly significant and very, very important to you, which is about academic vocabulary, which we tend more to use them when we are writing academic writing. Of course, we are not writing haphazardly. We are aiming to write in an academic way, academically, okay? So we have adjectives, nouns, verbs, and if you remember, we are playing such a game each time we have a lecture and a kind of interaction between you and me, okay? I'm giving you the verb and I'm asking you about the nouns, the adjective, adverb. I'd like to make it clear to you that you have to check all word families. They are of great importance to you when you are aiming to write English. So you have like a very huge language fortune to you there, freely. You have a table, a very important table in page 180, and you have practice A, okay? You have to choose the most suitable word ending in each case. You have to complete the words with the most suitable word ending in each case. So we have sentence B. You have to solve it. D, E, F, G, H, I. Okay, all of them. Okay, you have to answer the sentences I just mentioned previously. Next page 181, we have practice B, which is mainly about to complete each sentence with a suitable word from a table on page 180. So you have a helper, okay, a very beneficial table, which is 180, okay. So with the help or the aid of the table in page 180, you can solve it very easily, okay. Academic adjectives are very, very important too. And we have a very cool table page on page 181 too. It includes adjectives which are best understood and learned as opposites. Okay, like what? Like absolute, okay, relative, abstract, concrete, logical, illogical, etc. Rational, irrational, relevant, irrelevant. Okay, and you have some very good examples followed by the tables, and we have practice C. Okay, you have also to answer the following sentences. Complete each sentence with a suitable adjective from a table. The table A, sentence A, B, E, F, and G. A, B, E, F, and G. The last part in this lecture, it includes formality in verbs. Okay, academic writing, as I just told you a few minutes ago, tends to use rather formal verbs to express the writer's meaning accurately. Okay, because we insist on using formal verbs because we are writing academically. Okay, put it in your mind each time you're writing something academically that you are dealing with it in accuracy and formality, which is highly required when each time you are writing and tackling writing, skill writing academically, not writing, for example, something like a memo or an email to a friend or a friend. No, we are not chatting, we are not writing WhatsApp messages, we are not texting our friends. This kind of writing, is very different. I mean, it has its own, descriptions or specifications. So it's not an ordinary way of writing. No. It's writing in an academic way. Okay. Yes. So, for example, we have something like, in the last decades, the pace of a change accelerated. Okay. In spoken English, we're more likely to use speed up, for example, which is acceptable. But we are not saying this. We are not speaking. We are writing, and we are writing in an academic way. Okay, so we are not talking to a friend or listening to someone who is talking to you. No. قد دعونها This is another example which you can find in the same page 182, which shows you the difference or differentiation between saying something or tackling spoken English and reading English. Okay. So, on page 183, you have such a very useful table to use, actually, with, special words and verbs that you have to know very well, okay, to know them very, very well, and to use them and to be able to use them each time you are writing academically. Okay, so we have verbs like to adapt, to conduct, to clarify, to concentrate on, to generate, focus on, exhibit, establish, identify, imply, interact, interpret, overcome, propose, prove, recognize, relate to, supplement, undergo, yield, whatever you need. You have examples, which is this thing I highly appreciate very much, actually, giving examples how to use them. Okay, not just to throw the words or the verbs and say bye. No, you have very good examples. You can use the verbs on your own. I really enjoyed. Okay, thank you very much. I wish and I hope I will see you soon, inshallah, in our very nice lecture rooms. Okay. Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me anytime. Okay, and thank you very much for listening to my lecture today.